must gather. We must gather, all 5 nations. Starting with that big, most beautiful of problem children. Blex. Blex. Let's see whether or not that came up. Oh, there they are. Auto find, activate. Don't be late. Divide the hate. Contemplate. Gesticulate. Yo. All right, beautiful people. Hey guys, we got a brand new short that we just launched. That lined up nicely with the music just then. I rather like that. Although I am a bit surprised. Does this guy not? There it is. Ha ha! Hello, beautiful people. I'm gonna get a coffee and then we'll begin. Oh, actually, here. I'll go ahead and I'll put a timer on it so you know I'm for reals. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. It's Nintendo is the one. There you go. I think 2 minutes 46 seconds.
Instantly.
That's amazing.
And we all watched you make your coffee.
That's
Gosh,
great.
your timing is impeccable.
Oh, hell yeah. That ended up being like a magic trick. Hey, tap the mic that you're on. Great. There you go.
Yeah, I just got to talk right up into it.
Oh, yeah. There we go. And then, oh, wait a minute. But meanwhile, your camera. Oh, that's right. You got up and started.
Oh, yeah, I turned over the TV.
There we go. Ahoy.
Good morning.
Good morning, Ryer. How are you, sir?
I am well. How are you?
Good, good. So I started a little bit late because I launched a video. There we go. We'll do that. So I don't think you were in the room when I found this AI or this robot moving video. Oh, by the way, let me. Do we verify that all of the chats are chatting?
I mean, you did. You were talking to someone, but I didn't know if you.
Yeah. Okay. It looks like everything's good. People are saying sound is good. I see all the chats in the chat, so I think we're good. Let me throw that over there. Perfect. So in that case, that means I get to pivot, and we're gonna track the. I feel good about the short that I cut together from yesterday. Here, first of all. This is the thumbnail right now. So in a total meta way, this is what we're doing right now. We're tracking the new robot short launch. And one of the things that you want to remember is that down the road, like in all of human history, the folks who are watching right now are the smallest of the smallest slice. The vast majority of everyone else who will experience this in the future will experience it as that enticing thumbnail and this moment when they hover over it and see. Actually, it's about to be recursive because that's the way YouTube goes. But knowing that, it's good. So now let's take a look at the short that I cut from yesterday. And the goal was take this moment and add nested layers. Ooh, it looks like it's off to a good start. Oh, hells yeah. So one of the things I try for the shorts is to... There we go. Hey, look at these. Oh, these presets, Ryer. I'm starting to understand what I'm doing. Except let me just take the Brian. Let me crop him just a little. There we go. Scoop me in. And then actually, if I'm going to cater to you, I guess you're fake Tom right now. So I'll crop your left.
Or is Tom the fake Ryer all the time?
Actually, what's funny is Tom is the fake Tom always. Okay, so in this case, what I try to do is I try to make sure that a short is an individual pixel of a story. And if you're going to try to have a pixel that there should be a rabbit hole that it leads down, that there's something worth looking at down in the rabbit hole, and it should be from a place of authenticity, but the surface layer thing should also work at 2 levels. You should also make sure that there's a self-contained tiny image of the entire thing right in the first few seconds. So in other words, yesterday we did a whole office hours, and in that, the whole stated purpose of office hours was to get to robots should move like this. And then in that was one moment. But if you're going to reduce that entire hour to 3 seconds, that needs to be the first 3 seconds of this short, which I believe I did. So this is the one that I just cut together. And you'll notice that it kind of hops forwards and backwards, but it ends up making a little pastiche that I thought worked out pretty well. Here's what the short I just posted looks like. Hands pulled inward, outward. Nice middle fingers, by the way. That's the move. That's the move. Straight out of Terminator 2. Let's talk about the creepy motion of this robot. Boston Dynamics, of course, they were the leaders in robots that make you say, please don't. But in this case, they have a brand new one that takes advantage of what on paper is a very sensible way to move for a robot, but also is deeply disconcerting. You got them roughly walking bipedal forward, just like so, but then watch the way this guy turns around. Because he's got 360-degree rotation on everything, when the T-1000 gets slammed against the wall and just morphs facing the other way, hands pulled inward, outward, nice middle fingers, by the way. That's the move. So that moment where I say that's the move, it reads a little bit different with the context of I'm talking about that moment in Terminator 2 when the T-1000 flips around. Have you seen Terminator 2?
Nope.
Wow. Wow. You're a fascinating cat, right? I look forward to seeing Avatar 3 with you.
Well, that gets priority always.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's James Cameron. We're gonna work your James Cameron library backwards.
Well, I haven't done the Schwarzenegger list yet. He's in 2, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah. No, that's gonna be great. Well, here. So I'll bet we can find it just on YouTube for reference. Terminator 2 T-1000 flips around morph. There we go. All powers. Oh, no. I don't want to hear about your training. I don't want to hear about none of that. I want to see that flipping around bit. Aw, boo. Anyway, his liquid body gets slammed into a wall, and then rather than move anything about his body, just the back of his head turns into the front of his face, and then he walks forward.
Yeah.
You know what? That was shorter than me attempting to actually find it now that I say that out loud. But at any rate, that was the reference that I was making on there. But we're not here for any of that. We're here.
So we have a comment that says, yeah, humans are an inefficient design to make robots too.
Oh, no, I disagree.
Okay.
Because think about it. A humanoid robot can interface with a jet fighter. It can interface with a coffee machine. It can interface with an IKEA store. It can interface with all the things that are already designed for humanoid entities.
Oh, yeah, but if we're doing that, I mean, burn down the system and make it so it's inaccessible to humanoid things because it doesn't need to be. It could be more efficient. It's like an Amazon warehouse.
Yeah, well, that's yes. Well, that was we talked a bit about the vine tendril robots the other day. Did you see those?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, so I guess this is my question of what do you think is the ultimate form for a robot in that way? Like, what is the ultimate physical?
I mean, it would have to be from Big Hero 6, a cloud of nanobots, right?
Yeah, Transformers.
Wait, what do you mean?
Well, after like the first Transformers movie, don't they get all like they're all just like a bunch of nanobots?
I only saw the first one. Nothing, and then I heard they were bad, so I didn't watch them.
Well,
because I'm like, so worse than the first one.
Bumblebee was great.
Bumblebee was great. I saw that one in the theaters.
But that one doesn't have the like
yeah, everything's too mushy.
You know Ultron's mouth from Age of Ultron?
Yes.
Like, imagine an entire robot made out of Ultron's mouth that can turn into a car. That's what they look like.
Yeah. I don't like it when everything goes all rubbery and it's like everything's just mush.
I like the kind of the GLaDOS concept from Portal, where it's like there's just a track that drops down every once in a while.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And you just
what's funny is when you mentioned the warehouse, that was exactly the thing I was thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, where is analytics? Let's look at. Okay, what do? We look at the most recent 60 minutes. Why? Because that's what's happening right now. That is a accurate reflection of who is in your physical warehouse right now, and it looks like. So picture the expo is there, Matarogue Expo. Currently, there are 7,000 people in the expo. 5,000 of them are crowded around the booth where Brian is perpetually winning ring toss. But number 2 with a bullet is a brand new booth that just opened called Robots Shouldn't Move Like This, which, by the way, not a bad title. It accurately pays off, hits that curiosity gap, implies that you're going to see robot move in a way that you're not going to like. Guess what? A robot moved in a way that you didn't like. There we go. So the first wave here, these are all people who are... Oh, wait, actually, yeah. Interesting. Most of these are in the Shorts feed nowadays instead of browse features. Interesting. But at any rate, you get one wave, and then you get the algorithmic wave where it starts busting it out to more normies. And then that's where I'm going to pay attention. Now that we've made it, I'm going to watch it again through the analysis of how fast would I be comfortable clicking away? So I'm picturing my thumb poised over it. Like I'm in the middle. I just said, next. Who's this guy? Pulled inward, outward. Nice middle fingers, by the way. Okay, I rather like that because we hit what? Less than 3 seconds in, and you're already put on your back foot, where it's like nice middle fingers, by the way. I like middle fingers. That's funny. That implies spice. But also, did I miss the fact that they were middle fingers? Maybe I go back and watch the beginning again. Oh, yeah. Those are middle fingers. He's definitely giving 2 middle fingers. Inward, outward. Nice middle fingers, by the way. That's the move. And then at this point, the climax happens by the 5-second mark. So really, if that's all you watch, if you back that up, now you have 2 reasons that are interesting enough to back up. Middle fingers, by the way. That's the move. That's the move. Straight out of Terminator 2. Let's talk about the creepy motion. And so now we're beginning the video. It is like context. Oh, now after the fact, I'm understanding that this is about Boston Dynamics thing. Robot. Boston Dynamics, of course, they were the leaders in robots that make you say, please don't. But so that was the part that made me happiest because I caught you smiling at that, Ryer, which meant that there was enough tension and you thought you knew enough about where we were going that was enough of a left-hand turn. In this case, they have a brand new one that takes advantage of what... Yep, and then this explains everything, and it doesn't overstay its welcome. There's the only thing that I question is whether or not there's a bit of fat at the end because it's not a perfectly seamless loop. Slammed against the wall and just morphs facing the other way. Hands pulled inward, outward. Nice middle fingers, by the way. Yep. Anyway, we'll see how that does. The end. I guess now we've paid off the promise of the title and thumbnail. Wait a minute. John Brands says that I'm misremembering it. Wait. Really? Wow. Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines. Oh, wow. This is great. Matt York points out, looking over our 100 most popular shorts, 20% of them were loops. Oh, man, I love the fact that they're fighting. Is it Terminator 3 or is it Terminator 2? It's such a good move. I bet it was done twice. I'm sure the female Terminator did it as well. That was a better movie than it should have been. Okay, so what are we aiming to shoot today, Ryer?
We're gonna do dry ice experiments today. Is that what we've decided that we're gonna do?
Yeah. Do we still have dry ice?
I haven't checked yet. I mean, there was still 2 bricks of it last night.
Yeah.
But I'll go down there and we'll see.
So, does anybody in the audience know about cloud chambers? Yeah, I think it was in both.
That was my band's the name of my band in high school. Cloud Chambers.
No, it wasn't. Was it? Oh, okay. I mean, look, I never know. I never know when because you have enough genuinely interesting stuff in the bank that when you throw it out there, there was one time that Jason Murphy was dating someone and he said that she was a rodeo clown. I was like, oh, tell me about that. And it fucked up their joke because I know enough acrobats that I'm like, well, that's great. You don't see many girls doing that. Do you do blank? You work this circuit, that circuit, and then yeah.
Boy, my mind's like in 15 places. Because part of me is like, what kind of music would Cloud Chambers make? And then also like, yeah, rodeo clown.
Yeah, that's right. It's how vaporized alcohol is used to detect radioactive materials, if you recall correctly. That is correct. So as we understand it at this point, what you need is a vessel that you are able to have a lot of alcohol supersaturated up at the top of it, and you want a temperature differential from room temperature up the top and a giant cold plate at the bottom.
Yeah.
So that it's at the edge of condensation. It's the rough equivalent of exactly what we did with super cooled beers. Cloud Chambers plays smooth jazz, early 90s Stello mellow songs. No. It's got to be acid jazz. It's got to be exactly like, what's his name? Toast of London. Have you listened to his album? It's great. Matt Berry.
Matt Berry?
Matt Berry plays excellent acid jazz.
Really?
Yeah, you want to hear some?
Kind of.
I'll take a content ID hit.
Him doing the intro to Monkey's Head on that Gorillaz tour was fabulous. See, I think Cloud Chambers is more like Passion Pit. I think they're doing kind of like millennial hipster, uplifting techno kind of stuff.
Here. Oh wait, well that's just the theme to. That's it's a Toast of London. God,
I can hear you, Clem Fandango.
yeah, it's great. No, I want the music. It's a drag to be set on fire. Is that what it is? On fire.
New Gorillaz album coming soon. Are you excited about that?
What, for reals?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't think this is the one I was thinking of. Anyway, have you seen his ads for this like a oscilloscope thing? It's a musical instrument.
Oh, I'm like, Matt Berry's selling an oscilloscope? No, I haven't.
Jermaine Clement does the voiceover. Here, here we go. Look at
You
this.
might want to tell your sales department they're missing a unit.
Welcome to the world of limitless chord creation. This is Orchid, an amazing new instrument that's changing the face of music making and production for artists all over the globe.
Sorry, what is that?
Orchid is a chord-generating digital synthesizer built on a revolutionary chord logic algorithm and industry-leading, voice-leading technology. It boasts 3 separate and powerful synth engines, a suite of onboard effects, various performance modes, killer real-time looping controls, and a funky beat machine preloaded with a selection of modern grooves. I know what you're wondering. How do I use it?
Okay. How?
Let's check it out now. This is How to Orchid.
It's got rather luxurious pacing, shall I say?
Yeah, but that's what you want from something of this style, right? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, you've selected Chemo. Activating Orchid's proprietary harmonic quantization algorithm.
Whoa. No, you're going to have to repeat that in simplified language.
No. Select your key by turning the dial. Let's try F major. You've selected E flat major. With key mode activated, any note you play on the keyboard will automatically generate a chord that fits within that key. This frees you from the need to think about complex music theory while you're composing.
This is very
You
effective
can
because I don't play an instrument, but I
override
want an
key mode
orchid
at
now.
any time by manually selecting a chord with the left-hand buttons. Press and hold the key dial to access transposition, which will transpose. Okay, next section. Sound. You've started twisting the sound knob. As you rotate this dial, you will scroll through a selection of sound presets, allowing for rapid sound auditioning. Orchid's 3 polyphonic synth engines drive over 50 onboard presets, ranging from classic vintage organs to the Fangorn Forest.
Can we just make this part of the style guide?
Yes, this is what we should be making. All of this is what.
This is the best. So we know all the parentheticals to collapse. This is maybe the greatest advancement in live streaming
The
technology.
Kilimanjaro rising like Olympus above the Serengeti. At Telepathic Instruments, not everything is as it appears, which is why you might have noticed that on an orchid, a sound is not just a sound. Rather, a sound is a complete sonic profile, a pre-configured combination of a specific synthesizer patch, a set of performance settings, and a...
What's a performance setting?
Let's find out. Now, performance settings. A sustained chord is nice, but it can get a bit boring. That's why Orchid has over 3 mind-blowing and configurable performance modes, and definitely no fewer than 10 preset melodorhythmic patterns, all with variable BPM control.
That's very impressive.
Yeah, I know. Is that on the new update? Oh man, I'm gonna update as soon as I get home. Combine your favorite Orchid sounds with your own creativity, and you're almost guaranteed to have a hit on your hands.
Well, I might just do that, and fingers crossed I will.
Let's start with a simple strum. To access, simply press the performance dial, the second rotary encoder from the left, until you find... Ooh, you've selected arpeggiator. You've selected harp. You've selected pattern 5. There are many different patterns to explore. Oh, moving on. You've turned on bass. Looks like you want to add a layer of thundering bottom end. Twisting the bass encoder allows you to cycle through a range of sexy bass sounds. Is it time to hit the dance floor? Selecting bass mode will automatically play the root note of your chord, or you can activate solo mode if you want to take the bass line.
Luxurious pacing on this, Ryer.
Oh, cool.
Okay, got a number 1 on your hands?
I should say so.
Then it's time to hit the studio.
Let's do it.
Recording.
I love that cut.
Plug your orchid into your personal...
Where they just cut to the exact same shot.
Exactly the same. Yeah, it's great.
your hands.
I should say so.
Then it's time to hit the studio.
Let's do it.
Recording. Plug your orchid into your personal computer.
Whoa.
When connected to a computer via USB-C and with USB MIDI enabled, the Orchid becomes a powerful and unique MIDI controller. And with Orchid's proprietary software, your Orchid synchronizes instantly to your computer in real time. Control your computer from your Orchid, or your Orchid from your computer. It's digital
It's
magic.
digital magic.
Browse all your favorite Orchid sounds right there in your digital audio workstation, and then alter them to taste by changing the effects parameters. But if you really want to get in there and make Orchid your own, the entire set of synth engine parameters can be... First channel transmits your chord exactly as you hear it. The second channel transmits the bass. The last channel... Ideas machine. Whatever the universe has in store for you is suddenly accessible, and anything is possible. Orchid, find what's on your mind. Thanks, and good luck to you.
Well, that's great. So what about my discount?
Matt Berry would be great for doing like a retro encabulator video.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think that's what they were riffing
I think so.
on. Yeah. Okay, we collapsed a bunch of those. Now we're back to Cloud Chambers. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, it's Adam. Thank you for your service.
I love that. I want to see.
I want to go back and look at the number of people who came in at that moment, because I wonder if like this framing and this shot, like you could show up right at that moment and you're like, what is going? And then there's a map that takes you in.
Yeah.
And it's like you see all of the characters. It's very clear. There's 2 people in a studio. They're looking at some YouTube shit, and people are in the audience, and it's, I don't know, it's dope. It's dope.
I also want to see, like, for all the conversations that we've had publicly, like in a format like this, how many of them ultimately lead to Matt Berry?
we try to resist his gravitational pull. By the way, look at this. I can... Let's see. I learned how to do this. Boop. I just fixed that. That's the thing I was able to do in a new way because I learned yesterday. That is the unspoken thing about AI. Everyone's worried about being replaced AI, but as a supercharger... it's extraordinary. I'll tell you what, I actually am getting a phone call that seems pretty urgent. Can I throw you in the hot seat and you could just play, see how much of everything you can learn how to do?
Okay.
Here, come on over here. Ladies and gentlemen, Ryer Appledorn. There's a bunch of buttons. It's kind of like the orchid. You'll figure it out. There's a bunch of these things here. The doodads, they all do the things.
Okay. You got it.
Somebody did the thing where they called twice.
Yeah, right.
So, here, let me turn this off. Now I won't follow me. There you go. And then just hit space bar to
Yeah.
there you go. And then A will do it in a pretty way.
Okay. Guys, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why Brian put me here. I don't know why he gave me a bunch of things to switch around to, do camera switching. There's just me now. This is great. Yeah, people should just ask me questions, I guess, and that'll give me something to do. No, yeah, I think we're doing dry ice experiments today, and it's going to be interesting because I'm trying to do as much research ahead of time as possible without doing so much that I just completely burn all of the good content of us learning on camera. Matt York, no, I don't like my haircut. I feel like I look like a toe. I feel like I look like a cross between a toe and Grumpy Cat, in not a good way. They went way too short, but it's my own fault for saying, do whatever you think will look good. I guess they did their best, but I prefer my hair longer. So there. Oh gosh. God, how does he do this every morning? There's so... oh my, there's so much data coming in. It's overwhelming. Yeah, I just got it cut. I actually, the first day I was here, it was a little long and shaggy, and I thought I looked a little scruffy. Turns out what I really wanted was not a haircut, but just to shave. Gosh, so we're doing filming today, hopefully, and I don't know, I want to do something really different, but I don't know what that would be. I mean, we're doing, we do a lot of experiments, but I want to try and go, I want to push the format of Modern Rogue a little bit. Yeah. So, what do we gotta get rid of? I'm also really excited about doing the zine thing. I think, I was thinking about, I made a joke on a live stream, it was yesterday or was it 2 days ago, about how all my articles would just be about mechanical fasteners, and then I thought, actually, that's not a bad idea. It depends on the Cliff Horn, when it comes to recording, I think it depends on the day, it depends on what we're filming. Sometimes it's like 7, we can do a solid recording in 10 minutes, but that's rarely good. So I'd say probably 8 hours a day of filming. Okay, I'll try and keep all this straight here. So when it comes to me designing puzzle boxes, I think of what is an interesting, unexpected way that a lock might work. And then I try to design just a box around that lock. So I just play with things until I think that might work. Then I design the box around it. Then I try to figure out how to make it producible in bulk. And that's usually where things have to get changed pretty severely. Then I design all of the clues and encoding and all that stuff around that comes last. So it's one of those weird things where the mechanics comes first, and then I figure out with Brian, he and I work together and figure out the story that turns that box into a character. and I want to do another one, and I want to do like a really, I mean, I don't know if this would be a Scam Stuff project because I don't think it'd be mass producible, but I want to do like a big like multi-step box where it's like maybe like 300 puzzles you have to solve to unlock the story in one go. I think it was, Adam. I'm glad you really enjoyed the Torbrenner and Ballyhoo. I'm very proud of both of those. So I'm glad you're enjoying them. Thank you. BioCow, my favorite power tool. So that's a question that's tricky. I mean, if you think about, I think people think, my gut reaction is the laser cutter or the CNC or the 3D printer, but those aren't power tools. Those are tools that are powered, and they require power to work. I think a power tool is typically what would have been a hand tool that power has been applied to make it so that way the human doesn't have to be the one making making the motion to make it work. And I think that would make the power planer, both my power hand planer and my 13-inch planer, my favorite tool, because gosh, that would be a lot of work. And my favorite tool in general, boy, do I love my laser cutter. It just really bit the big one though, right as I was leaving town to come down here. I think I blew out the encoder board, the motion control board, and the laser tube, which is going to be probably like 10 grand to fix. But I love that machine. It's such a great rapid prototyping machine because ultimately ends up being cheaper and quicker than a 3D printer, even though you have to do a little more work to assemble your tests. But boy, it's a great thing to work with. Yeah. I also, when I was thinking about puzzle boxes, I like the idea of red herrings. And so I kind of want to start thinking about puzzle boxes that have side puzzles you have to solve that don't ultimately get you anywhere. So I want to think about puzzles that sort of troll you in their use. And that's tricky because I think if a puzzle box is too frustrating to work with, it's not fun. And I feel like if it tricks you too many times, then you're not having fun. BioCow, it's a little bit of both. I'll sketch out a lot of ideas, and if it's like a really good thing, I have a thing where I can't quite picture stuff in my head, so I have to kind of draw them out or build them to physically understand something. But then once I do, I can work pretty much everything else out in my head, and then it's just an improv game as I go until the ideas get worked out. The trick is that typically means when I'm collaborating with someone like Brian, I have to do a lot of work up front to be able to have something that represents my idea accurately. Typically that means reworks and being a lot of work as well. Brian, are you back?
Yeah.
Great. I got overwhelmed by all this stuff, and now I'm just answering people's questions.
Yeah, that's cool.
Do you want to switch back into your chair here? Or?
I don't know. I'm kind of interested in what it would look like for me to just kind of control everything from over here.
Okay.
Like here, look at this. I can just go to that. Boom.
Boom.
And then I could take this and... Oh, nope. That's the wrong one. Hold on. Take 3. There we go. Put that on me. This is a new skill unlock. Look at that.
Look at that.
Right? So, what did you guys cover?
Everything. We talked about my favorite tools. We talked about puzzle box design. We talked about product design. Talked about our process for coming up with ideas. Talked about what's a power tool, what's a tool that is powered.
Wait, what is the difference between a power tool and a tool that is powered?
Well, I think it's to me it's a preference thing. But like when you think of a power tool, I think some people will see machines like my CNC or the laser and they think, oh, that's a power tool.
Yeah.
I don't consider those power tools.
A power tool is a thing that's in your hand that otherwise could be done with a tool, but this is now easier because it's powered.
Exactly what I said, yeah. So my power planer and the circular saw, I have all the analog tools to do that, but the powered version is great for the way that I work.
Yeah.
I think power tools are certainly less accurate. It's more about fast. And so if I want to do really fancy, fine fidelity work, I don't use them. But for the amount of work, especially the work that you and I do,
Yeah.
got to have the power tools. That way you can get it done quick.
Awesome. Okay, it looks like I've got a 10 o'clock appointment that I have to keep. Hey, I got good news. There's a conference. We've talked a bit about the security awareness training stuff. I'm officially part of a conference. If you're interested, drop me an email, brian@schwood.com. Oh, man. No, I don't have a button on this. That's interesting. Okay. Hit me up, brian@schwood.com if you want to come see me talk at a conference.
Is there a button here that I can push to make that pop up?
Yeah, click the one underneath the brian@schwood.com banner on there. There'll be a 1, 2, 3, 4. If you click that one,
That one?
Well,
Oh,
yeah. So in that case, you just went to it. But if you go back to the shot of me, then
Yeah.
you can hit the one underneath that, and it'll put it on top.
that one.
Yeah, there we go, like that. That's what I was thinking. Oh wait, but then that didn't even do the thing that I wanted. All right, here I'm gonna shut down the stream. Thank you guys. Love you. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys. That was chaotic.